Initially, we selected it because it was great for training faculty, but we're also excited about what the tool has to offer our students. You can get to Hoonuit from any computer at any time by going to the web and going to tamut.edu/Hoonuit. And that's Hoonuit. Okay, and then it'll prompt you to log in, and you're going to use your Eagle ID, so the same username and password you use for Blackboard or your email. Okay. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what Hoonuit is. So there are over 55,000 tutorials on the site. It has instant answers to common how-to questions and step-by-step software training. It's a way to simplify campus technology integration. It provides training and support for all faculty, all staff, and all students. So some of the most popular workshops that we have for students include APA, MLA, avoiding plagiarism. For faculty, we've got effective presentation design, effective online discussions, facilitating online courses in an LMS. I have an interactive whiteboard. Now what? Some other resources you might want to look at are the software tutorials on Blackboard Learn, Camtasia, Captivate, Acrobat Pro, almost any Microsoft Office program you can think of, Prezi, Google Docs, Inspiration or Kidspiration, iPad training, and Respondus 4. Those are just a few of the tools we use on our campus for which training is available. Hoonuit even has tutorials to teach you how to use Hoonuit. All right, so why would we want to use Hoonuit? Evidence shows that there's a shift in student populations and in how students are learning and their preferences. There are nearly 3 million students currently enrolled in fully online degree programs and 6 million taking at least one online course as part of their degree program. So students expect a variety of ways to learn that include online course options, and convenience and flexibility are key in teaching higher ed students. So online course options make it so that students can plan their study time around the rest of their day and consume the course material at their peak energy level and get on-demand material wherever they are throughout the day. And because of that, we need a solution that creates some flexible learning opportunities so that all learners can embrace the technology and develop the critical skills that they need for success at school, at work, and in life. We've got some of the most comprehensive online content libraries, over 1,600 modules that use a world-class media player and cutting-edge technology to translate and transcribe all of the content in up to 9 different languages. So it makes serving accessible online content much more seamless. And when you combine that with the assessments that Hoonuit now has, with face-to-face instructors for consultative work, coaching, and feedback, it creates an ability to create competency-based micro-credentials that students can get. For our faculty, you get some benefits. It's made up of short atoms of training. That's where the atomic used to come from. Most are under 3 minutes. They give quick, just-in-time answers to your technology questions any time of the day or night. You can complete these workshops all on your own terms, either all at once or a piece at a time at your own pace within your schedule. You can utilize it as a resource to help you ensure that your students get the technology training that they need while allowing you to focus on what's important in the classroom, on the actual content of your class. So you're not having to teach them how to use Word or Excel or Google or whatever it is that you're wanting them to learn how to use in addition to doing the content. These can be linked into your emails, your syllabus, your website, and they can also be incorporated right into Blackboard so that you keep the desired course training all in one place. So the benefits to your students, we have to remember that our college students today are typically not the traditional 18-year-old students whose full-time job is going to school. We've got older students, we've got students that are very busy with other life and work responsibilities, and they need flexible learning opportunities. So we need to have engaging online course options, and because the trends point to an increased desire to learn online, we need to supply students with solutions for the technical support parts of this as well, and the technology training. So they expect to learn in a variety of ways that include online course options, and we got to consider convenience and flexibility are key to teaching higher ed students. So um, online course options that make it so that the students can plan their study time around the rest of their day, and they can, can get their material on demand whenever they want it. So the flexible tech options that Hoonuit offers are available, and if students need help learning to learn online, there's training for that too. It goes beyond the sit and get approach that you get from other online learning providers or in-person workshops. You can use your pathways or create custom school-based learning opportunities. So if we wanted to create a pathway that all education professors went through, or a pathway that all management or business professors went through that included certain specific trainings, we could actually do that and make a custom training that's customized to our specific needs, to the needs of a specific department or a specific group of people. It's impactful professional development that can help not only you perform better, but helps increase student learning. And we can use the student access to this to bridge the technology and communication gap and develop students' digital citizenship skills. Okay, so Hoonuit's philosophy is centered around what we call a professional development delivery system, a unified solution built on 3 pillars: outcomes, personalization, and accountability. So outcomes is an outcomes-based approach to professional development to ensure that learning is transferred into the classroom to impact student learning and improve student learning outcomes. Personalization, Hoonuit believes that professional learning should be tailored to each individual teacher and staff member. And accountability enables you to not only get your professional development for your teachers and staff, but it holds you accountable for your own professional learning. And Hoonuit helps improve student learning outcomes by providing analytics that I can give you reports on. So like if you assign this to one of your, to a group of your students, I can actually provide you analytics as to who's watched it, who's watched 100%, and who's watched only some of it, all of that. And then we can build professional development solutions around your needs and your students' needs, and actually empower you as an educator. Okay, so it's a campus-wide resource. It's available to all faculty, all staff, and all students. So faculty can pull the training right into Blackboard and concentrate instructional time on teaching your subject matter rather than teaching tech skills. Hoonuit's online just-in-time resource fills the support gap that exists between on-campus and online students, and provides pedagogical workshops and technology training for you as the online instructor. For the College of Education specifically, Hoonuit will assist in creating 21st century teachers and providing classroom tech instruction projects, mobile learning concepts, skills training, and assessments to prepare them for today's classroom. It has focus on Common Core, assistive technology, mobile learning, career skills, 21st century, modules on every application that would appeal to nearly every discipline. It's got several built-in reports that can be accessed by logging in and selecting My Reports. What reports you see will depend on your level of access, but everyone has a unique username and password, and you'll see individual activity, and be able to access your printable certificates of completion for viewed training. So if you're required to turn in proof that you've completed professional development, it'll actually say what you've completed and how much time you spent and everything on the certificate, so you can get CEUs or whatever your discipline requires. You can also add Hoonuit to your Blackboard course. So I'm in my demo course here, And you see that it has build content, and then you see Hoonuit right here. So you click on Hoonuit. You're going to give the training the name of whatever it is you're going to teach them. So let's say that you're teaching them how to use Google Classroom. So put that in there. You can give a Blackboard description if you want. You can see here that you can tie this training to the grade center. So you can add it to the grade center, create a column, and assign points. Include that in Grade Center calculations and show it to students. You can even track the number of views, but like I said, I can give you a report for that as well. You can also select an individual group to watch this training instead of the whole class. You can do that here, and then you click Submit and select Training. That is going to take you to the Hoonuit website inside Blackboard. And once the search box comes up, then you can simply type what it is that you're wanting to search for. And it's going to display all of the trainings that match those search terms. Then you select Content. And when you get here, you can see all of the trainings that are associated with this particular workshop. And you can select all or just a single tutorial, and you can also select whether or not you want to include assessments or other interactive portions to this training. So let's say that we're going to select section A and section B. We're going to skip the stream, and we're going to select classwork, and we'll select quizzes, and we'll call that good, and we'll hit submit. And now it'll give you the choice to browse for more topics here or go back to the course. So we'll go back to the course. And then when your students click on this link, they're going to be taken directly to the training that you selected. Here it is. And you see that you can edit it if you come back here, but your students can just start watching it.
So what is Google Classroom?
Here you can see that you've got your training right in Blackboard. The students can turn on subtitles so they can get captions for accessibility, but they can just watch the video right there. So you can also add Hoonuit content into assignment instructions, test questions, discussion board forums, anywhere you've got the virtual text editor. So you can use this just-in-time training anytime your students might need it. Like, for example, will students be setting up a complex formula in Excel and they don't know how to use Excel? So you can provide students with quick Excel tutorial to familiarize themselves with how to create formulas. Do you have students putting together a portfolio and you're going to be using Google Sites? You can add a training on Google Sites so that they can be successful using the tool. So there are trainings designed to help students improve their performance as well, such as you got students that are going to give a year-end presentation, and you can send them to a training on effective presentation design. If you're tired of students using Wikipedia as a source, there's training on effectively using the web for research. If you require your students to submit a paper in MLA format rather than you having to teach them how to write in MLA, you can provide a training to help them brush up on the skill. And then, of course, the best part is that you can integrate the workshop into your gradebook so you know if students watch the videos or not. Of course, I had one instructor tell me he didn't have to count it in his gradebook because he knew whether they watched it or not based on their performance of the project. There's some Hoonuit tutorials that show you how to use Hoonuit. The What's Hot page is a list of the most popular trainings right now. You can also follow Hoonuit on Facebook and Twitter, and then there's also a blog that you can go to and read about different things that might interest you related to this kind of training. Make sure you share this because all of your students have access. So if you've got a student that's struggling, make sure that they know that this is available to them as well. And what's really cool is if they don't know how to get to it, there is a link to it right here from within Blackboard. Of course, you can also access the tool from any web browser by going to tamut.edu/Hoonuit. That's HOONUIT. And when you get there, you'll be prompted to log in. You're going to use your Eagle ID credentials. And then once you log in, You'll be taken into Hoonuit and you can search from here. And as always, if you need additional help, be sure to contact the Department of Learning Technologies or submit an eyesight request. Contact information is listed on this slide. Thank you so much for attending this workshop today, and I hope you enjoy your time using Hoonuit.